Welcome to PSL Living. I'm Sarah Prohaska, Communications Manager with the City of Port St. Lucie. Port St. Lucie is about to open its first neighborhood park in many years. Woodland Trails Park is coming to the southwestern part of Port St. Lucie, and we know residents are excited about this new addition. I've brought Brad Keene from our Parks and Recreation Department here with me today to give us all the inside scoop about this new park. Welcome, Brad. Thanks for coming on.
Thank you for having me.
And I know you've been on the show before, and we have talked about it, I believe, when we broke ground, which wasn't too long ago.
We broke ground actually in early December of 2017.
Yeah.
So it's been a fast-paced project.
Very fast. I mean, it's coming along really nicely out there.
Yes, it is. We're in the final stages.
All right. So tell us where exactly this park is.
The park is located in the southwest area of the city, which has long been underserved in terms of parks and recreation facilities. This particular parcel is a 13-acre piece that has been in the city's possession for many years, and we can go back as far as 2002, and it was identified at that time to be developed at some point as a neighborhood park. So it's been 15 years in the making.
It's been in the plans a while. This wasn't just something that sprang up recently. This has been talked about for a long time.
But it's located 1 block north of Becker Road, in between Kalmar and Edinburgh streets.
Okay. And so the southwestern, that part of the city really is it is underserved. For these sorts of facilities. You have Whispering Pines, but it's not really in this neighborhood.
No, Whispering Pines Park is well north and several miles away from this site.
And then the only other, there's Jessica Clinton, but that's more to the east. It's also several miles away.
Yes.
So this is really a great asset for this community, which was recently named Woodland Trails.
Correct.
Through our NICE program. And they chose to name the park the same name as the community, keep it consistent.
The neighborhood citizens did,
Yes. So tell us what we'll find at this park.
Well, the park is developed as a traditional neighborhood park in accordance with the Port St. Lucie Parks and Recreation nomenclature. A neighborhood park is defined as a park that is approximately 8 to 15 acres in size or so. It will have traditional park components such as a pavilion, a child's playground, restroom facilities. It could have a multitude of other field type sport areas, open space play fields, things like that. What it doesn't have is full-time staff or lighted recreational facilities. That is the major difference between a neighborhood park and a community park.
Okay, because this is right in that neighborhood. There's homes all around it.
That's correct.
And another important thing it has is a sidewalk connection, correct, to Becker Road?
It does.
Yeah.
It does. Now, there's a sidewalk across the front of the park.
Okay.
But there is a connecting pedestrian crossing from the park across Kalmar that connects with a sidewalk that will lead you to Becker Road.
Okay. So this is kind of cool because you can walk, if you live in the homes around around Becker, you could walk to this park, and when you get there, you have an outdoor fitness station, correct? That's part of the park. So
we do.
So get your walk and your workout in.
We have a multi-station fitness platform on the backside of the playground. So actually, a parent, a mom or dad, can actually work out on the fitness station while their kids play on the playground.
Yeah, and send the kids to the playground.
There you go.
Yeah, but I know some kids who like to use those things too because it's just body weight.
That's correct.
That you're working off of with those. Yeah. That will be our newest fitness station. And
that'll be our latest fitness station. We have 2 others, one at Jessica Clinton and one along Crosstown.
Okay, wonderful. Another really exciting thing about this park that I know residents are excited for is the dog park.
Yes.
So we have the playground, we have the fitness station, we have the open field, but you can bring your dog, right?
This will be a dog-friendly dog park in that we have a dog area for people with their canines. And it's not going to be quite as big as the Lingate Dog Park. It'll only have 2 compounds separated for small dogs and large dogs. Again, being a neighborhood park, we sized it to serve a neighborhood. It's not intended to serve the entire city. Lingate draws from across the city. We expect this park to only draw from, probably a 2 to 3 mile radius.
Okay, perfect. Also, another really important part of the, well, let me back up. When the city was designing this park, you got input from residents.
That's
you had a
correct.
workshop. You asked the people who live in this community, what do you want in this park? And some of the feedback you got was some equipment for special needs.
That's correct.
Residents. So tell us how we incorporated that.
Well, it's interesting. The trend in playground design today, I don't know of any manufacturer that doesn't do this. They've all incorporated the inclusivity and accessibility components for all people into their playground designs. So when we approached our playground vendor and said we wanted to make sure we had various components of the playground accessible to those with physical disabilities, or if they appeared on the autism spectrum, that there would be playground components that they could interact with. And we've achieved that. I think we have about 4 different pieces in the playground that serve sight, sound, feel, and sight, sound, and feel definitely.
Okay.
And I think there's a 4th component that they can use for puzzle making.
Okay, yeah, you have the little puzzle, you have the bongos.
The crawl-through log is textured with images of insects and even a snake
it's
inside.
pretty cool.
But the log itself is textured, so it's not rough plastic. It's actually a textured bark to it.
And you have a special swing, correct?
We do.
So tell me about the swing.
Thank you. I actually had forgotten about that, but you're absolutely right. Being a mom, I'm sure you remembered that.
And I mentioned the swing to another mom, and she was very excited about this.
Yeah, they're traditionally known in the playground industry as a mommy and me swing. And basically what this is it's a companion swing where an adult can sit in a swing and their child or toddler can sit in a bucket type swing immediately facing them. So it's a 2-person swing and they're face to face. So there's interaction between the 2 individuals using the swing.
That's really cool. I think a lot of moms will appreciate that.
Yeah, it is neat. It is neat.
All right, so I haven't mentioned, I guess I buried the important part here. We are opening this park on June 16th.
That's great. That's the grand opening.
The grand opening is June 16th at 9 a.m. at the park. We'll have some dignitaries, some refreshments, some giveaways, correct?
Correct.
The neighborhood's invited.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we'd love to see the neighborhood residents out there come celebrate with us.
The neighborhood was actually very present when we had the groundbreaking. There was a very sizable showing of neighborhood families and children. They rode up on their bikes, or
they brought their dog.
walked to the park. So we expect the same kind of turnout for this as well. Except now you'll be able to play in the park.
Yes, exactly. You'll actually be able to enjoy it other than just digging. I remember all the kids did the shovels with the dignitaries, so they got to play in a dirt mound. But now it's
shovels and dirt with kids. They were happy.
Exactly. But now it's real. Now I think they'll be much more happy with what they're getting out there right now.
But it's a very nice park. We're, like I said before, we're coming into the final stages of the park. The contractor is finishing out his final items. And then our parks and recreation crews, after the contractor is off-site, will come in and basically put a polish on the park with its first cut of the grass, making sure that benches and tables and restrooms and that there's the restroom is well stocked and ready to go. So
all right.
So we're ready and looking forward to it.
Okay, well, Brad, I know you've been busy with this park for the past year, so thank you for taking some time, especially now when you're getting the finishing touches on it, to come tell us about it.
Thank you for having me.
All right, we really appreciate it, and we'll see you June 16th. It's a Saturday morning at 9 a.m.
That's right.
All right, thank you very much.
Thank you.
And we'll be right back after these messages.